It is a tough job, but as they always say, someone has to do it, and I think you do a damn fine good job, York. Right. Two things. Let's go talk to Carol and see what she's got to say. Hey, Carol. Why do you always have the time to be here? I like to take my time and think things out, maintain my own pace. Even though Becky just died? Even more so. Losing your head and rushing into things is the best way to steer an investigation right off the rails. Ugh, I really hate the way you think. Try not to take things so slow that the killer catches you first. Thank you for the warning, Carol. Just doesn't care, as usual. Hello, Thomas. Agent York, do you want to order something? Come on, Thomas. Tell me what's bothering you, why don't you?
Thomas, something on your mind?
Actually, Agent York, something has been bothering me recently.
Bothering you? How?
Well, there's this customer who always gives Carol trouble.
Is it affecting business?
He probably doesn't mean to, but, well, yes, to answer your question.
You're an officer of the law. Why don't you just arrest him?
Well, you see, he's not exactly breaking the law. No violence. He hasn't physically attacked her or anything.
I understand, Thomas. If it's bothering you, then I'll take care of it.
Oh, good guy, York.
Aren't you busy with the investigation, Agent York?
That won't be a problem. So tell me about this unwanted customer.
Well, he isn't here right now. He usually comes in after 2100.
I'll take a look in from time to time.
There we go, side quest got. Now, one thing I did notice on my little investigation between crashes is that, let's not do that, is that he will not be here tonight. So, I think we need to pop in a different night. The bar's quite nice though, I like it. And if we come in a little bit later, Carol will be singing. Though, the best thing to do is if we pop in after that little time, 9 o'clock, tomorrow night I think, and we can probably see Carol sing, or listen to Carol sing I should say, and catch our unwanted attention man. That's the plan, I think. It's a good plan, I like my plans. Now, other plans. Let's go get some delicious side quests done. Quests. Now, because again we know exactly where to go, where the boys are, they can't be too far away from us. Anyway, we can scoot straight across the grass here. Oops, the angle of the car a little bit dodgy. Maybe the boys are at the Sweary? It varies depending on day to day, and because I've recorded this a few times, which I'm sure I haven't said that at all a couple of times already, they actually appear in completely different places all the time, which is really interesting. Let's see what these two have got to say again.
There was another really bad one around this time of year. 3 years ago. Remember, Zach?
Yes, that's right. That one. Multiple homicide, same MO, across Utah, Colorado, and Missouri. The victims were all average married housewives. But after being run over so many times by a car, they didn't look human.
Oh, jeez.
5 victims in 2 months in the 3 states. The way he killed them was always the same. But aside from that, there was nothing that linked the victims together. Well, they were all married. But age, race, nothing else matched up. Tire marks and fragments of paint ID'd the car that was used. That's where things got really tricky. The perpetrator used a 1993 model Cadillac Alante as a weapon. It was registered in the name of one Senator... No, I don't feel like talking about this anymore. That senator's basement. I wish I could forget what I saw there.
Nasty. You have some real horror stories, York, I'll tell you that. Right. Anyway, so what we want to do now is get our smoke on till about 9 o'clock. I think. Nope, that's cheese. Do not eat the cheese. I need that. So we're at 7 o'clock. And then we can get at 8 o'clock. I'm going to try and stop it dead on 9. That's the plan. 9 o'clock. And now the door's open. Perfect. And this is Emily's house. Now let's see what she says. Hopefully she won't be like, why'd you leave me here? Blah, blah, blah. Wow, Emily, your house is really nice. I've never been in here. Hey, Emily. Let's have a quick chat. Oh, Emily, put down... Oh, I thought it was a knife. It's actually a newspaper. That's a
So how's the
interesting
chemistry experiment
stain.
coming along?
An experiment? I'm doing my best to learn how to cook better, thank you very much.
Sorry if I touched a nerve. I just couldn't resist it.
Well, anyways, how about trying a taste for me then?
You mean a taste of this?
Well, I think it came out pretty good. But I want to hear other people's opinions so I can improve my cooking. So come on, please.
This is shocking, Zach. She's
She
serious.
is. My God. Well, I don't see why not.
So, what do you think? Come on, tell me.
It isn't entirely inedible.
Wow. No tact at all.
What's the best way of saying that then, Zach?
Well,
Of course. It tastes like a nice try.
yeah, no.
Emily, no need to get so depressed. This dish just needs one more ingredient. You need a certain fermented dairy product, and this will be perfect.
A dairy product? What?
Cheese. Of course.
If we get the chance, Zach and I will bring it to you.
Then we can mix it in, and I'll try it again, okay? What do you say?
Thank you, Agent York. I won't get my hopes up too high, but I'll be here.
Well, luckily, because we did this ahead of time, we got us some cheese. No, we don't need to check the list. I know what we're doing. We're going to hand Emily the cheese. Hey, Emily. What is it, Agent York? I got you a certain fermented dairy product.
Emily, the answer is cheese.
Of course. Cheese.
Cheese?
In the coffee. Cheese? My God, man. You're eating without your utensils out. There we go. What's going on?
This does taste good. Like something Thomas made.
I agree it's good, but this isn't in the same league with Thomas's cooking. His cooking is so precise, so delicate. I'm looking for an example here. It's like listening to classical music during tea time on a holiday afternoon. This, however, is far more wild and running free. The two are opposite poles, really. Making yours, like... Anyway, both are edible, and that's the point I'm trying to make.
I suppose she didn't stab you with that knife she had in her hand.
Enough. But how did you know the cheese was the answer?
I was looking at the ingredients, and it hit me. Milk, macaroni, flour, butter. You were trying to make macaroni and cheese, right?
Macaroni and cheese? Of course not. It's Italian beef stew.
Ah. Wah, wah,
Zach,
wah.
have you ever heard of a beef stew with no beef in it? I certainly haven't. At least not until today.
Yeah, Emily. You gotta put beef in a beef stew normally. Thank you for cooking for, trying my
Agent
cooking. Here's a
York.
suit.
Sure, it wasn't perfect, but I'm glad I managed to make something edible. Here's a little something to say thank you for your help.
I mean, the suits are expensive gifts. I spent like $22 on that cheese, and you just gave me like $1,000 suit. But thanks, Emily. That's nice. I'm gonna steal your sandwich now. Emily's bagel ooh. Ooh, I mean... Ooh. I can view the case more objectively while I'm doing this work. I guess because it's part of my old regular routine, but once I step out of the office, I think too much. Too many things, I just focus. Should we have a look around? Oh, we can save on her phone. Would you like to save? Yes. So that was successful. We could go upstairs, but it seemed a little bit rude. Does she say anything? No? Okay, let's just barge around Emily's house for a bit then. Oh, it's a card. Nice, we got Emily's card. There's a photo of Emily there you can just about make out, and a sort of slightly strange looking baby. If we observe some things up here, what's it say? Probably shouldn't try to get in here. Is that it? Yeah, that's fair enough. Cool, well, that was the side quest done and successful. So let's mosey outside. And I don't know how much time that takes up, if any. If we're any luck, it won't take any, and we can go straight to the next one. No, it's so funny though. Yeah, Bay took any. So I need to go find George's house now. So let's get the map. I don't know where George's house is. That's the Sweary. That's Nick's house. That's the Panda. I really have no idea which direction to check for George's house. Let's try down this way. This seems a bit too far out of town. I can't check that. That looks like Case and... Can I zoom in to do that? Isaac and Isaiah and Willie the dog, I guess. Who's that? That's Brian. That's the lake here. I think that's the lumber mill area, wasn't it? George. That's Jim's house at the Forest Keeper cabin. So that's up in the forest. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that way. So I'm almost certainly not going to be there. That's Brian's place. There's George's house. Okay, it's actually not that far. It's actually really close to us. Typically. So I need to just drive up the road, and it's right there. Cool. So let's go. Let's go pay George a visit. That was really funny. We can come back again tomorrow to continue Emily's quest. Now I think if we're lucky, it said it was raining all day tomorrow as well. So we might be able to just go do that straight off. George's house is right there, isn't it? Right, let's go stop here. Go up the drive, and there's George's. Ugh. Now, there's George's car, and let's knock on the door. Hey, George.
George, which do you prefer, mustard or hot sauce?
You didn't come all the way to my house just to ask me that. You don't have other things you should be doing?
Of course I do. But I'm interested in you right now.
Interested? Agent Morgan, look, my mother is sick. If it's not urgent, I'd rather we did this later.
Is she very ill?
Well, I have to say, it doesn't look good.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, George.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Like I said.
Anything I can do?
No, this is a private matter. Can't ask for your help.
Come on, George, loosen up, man.
You know, back in D.C., people always came to me for personal advice. I'm here to help you if you let me.
There's no need for that, Agent Morgan. Please. You need to...
Abide by the rules, right? Okay, I get it. I didn't mean to invade into your private matters.
Oh.
Now George feels bad. Come on, George.
George, I just thought you could use a friend who wasn't a dumbbell.
Back when I was a kid, my mother really liked this flower.
Flower?
Yes. A small flower. No name. It grows somewhere here in Greenvale, although I must admit I've never seen it actually growing anywhere. I think it would make my mother happy if you could get her that flower.
George, that's good. Great idea. Every woman likes to receive flowers. You know all about that, right, Zach?
In any case, this is a personal matter. Make sure it doesn't interfere with the investigation.
Of course not, George. But I'm going to find that flower for you.
There we go. The nameless flower quest. Now, luckily... Alright, George. Don't welcome us in or anything. Luckily, I've got the flower ready for you, George. Agent Morgan. Now we can give him that flower we found way back. A flower of no name that we picked up. Here you go, George.
George, here it is. The nameless flower.
Agent Morgan.
No need to thank me. I did this on my own, during my private hours. Tell your mother I hope she gets well soon.
Yeah, I'll do that. This'll make her feel at least a little better.
I sure hope so. I really do.
You got a radio. Cool. I wonder what that does.
Take this. It's an emergency police radio. If you're ever in trouble, use it, and I'll be right there.
Thank you, George.
Wow, that's really nice of you, George. Thanks. So I guess George will just come pick us up if we need it. Maybe it's like an infinite
Now,
flare.
Agent Morgan, don't take this the wrong way. It's not an emotional thank you gift for helping me with my mother.
Oh, no, of course
I'm giving
not.
you this so we can do our jobs more smoothly, that's all.
Of course. I wouldn't assume anything else. He likes us, really. He just doesn't want to tell us. But there we go. Another side quest done. There is a card. Is it round the back? Must be. Let's go get that. George Woodman. There we go. Which makes sense. Can't peer into any of these windows. Weird. Alright. Now, other questions. What else can we do while it's dark and raining? Probably nothing else to do tonight. Though, we're actually right near the General's place. I wonder if we can do another side quest with him. I don't know what time he sort of closes up shop. Probably not. He's probably not out while it's raining. Like, most people aren't, are they? As we found out. But it might be worth a quick scoot past to see if it's open. I don't see the General sitting out there. Closed. Yep, sure enough. So, what we can do then is... ooh, I don't know. I guess we go back to the graveyard, sleep, and see if it's still... what's the right word? Raining tomorrow. Because if it is, we can make the most of that. And if it isn't, then, you know, well, whatevs. I've probably gone the wrong way. I definitely think I've gone the wrong way. I think I needed to turn around. In fact, I'm 100% certain I need to do that. So let's just do that. Uh-oh, tree! Bonk. 72%, okay. Yeah, I think if we turn around, go past where we were, and then take a left, that'll be it. Anyway, I'll let these guys talk if there's more to say.
Let's focus on the case at hand. The murders with the red seeds. Officially, the Bureau has not made a statement about these seeds. Some even claim that they are irrelevant to the killings. But after the red seeds were found in a Boston homicide, I've been unable to get them out of my head. I've even gone through all of the files looking for similar cases, and we found 7 other homicides related to the seeds. The victims were all young girls, and they were killed in 8 different states. They arrested all 7 murderers, but there was no connection between them. However, we must not overlook there was one thing linking the cases together, and that's the red seeds.
And I have a hunch this case here in Greenvale is going to lead us to the truth about those seeds. Don't you think so, Zach?
I think you're
Well,
right.
Let's just do what we can do and do our best. And by doing our best, I'm sure we'll get to where we need to go.
I think you're spot on there. Now, the graveyard should just be up here. Look at this, it's all so well behaved. So what we're going to do is sleep for 12 hours to put us at, what would be 9:15 in the morning. Oh, swish! Look at that. That was...
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
According to Lily, the twins should be with Kaysen. Perhaps we should try going to where she told us they might be.
Hey, Brian. Again, we are totally going to do that. Is there something in there, Brian? I can observe. This grave has been dug up. Who would do such a thing? Now, there's probably some side quests to do here, but we're not super interested in that, are we? However, we are going to make a save before we do this. Now, again, if it's not raining tomorrow, there's some things I can do still. So I'm not too worried. So let's just go to bed. We are going to be quite hungry, no doubt. We'll have a long sleep for 12 hours. And it's bright, of course. That's fine, there's some other things we can do then. Yeah, we're going to be really hungry. So let's eat these things we've got on us. Let's see. Green tomatoes. Perfect. Nice. Oh yeah, Emily's bagel. Recovers both hunger and tiredness, but makes them increase again faster. Well, whatever. And that's probably okay for now, isn't it? So we'll take these tomatoes again, then we'll leave. Now, we did change our suit yesterday, so it's probably still okay for the time being. Let's go. Now, I do actually want to do a couple of things in the regular day, as well as the fact it's not raining, so which is fine. So let's go back into town. I probably need to fill up again. I'm a little bit worried because that's where I crashed last time. Not that I told you all that I crashed before. I haven't mentioned it a single time, so it's okay. Right, back into town. God, I just love just mucking around in this game. It's just really fun. Just potting around, driving, doing my own thing. It's a good laugh. Let's go. So I need to go to the milk barn, and I want to go to the I want to get my car upgraded as well if I can. I should be able to hopefully do both of these things. So let's cross the train line.
Zach, if you notice anything, just stop me.
Don't worry, I will do. So first things first, I'm going to see if there is a side quest available to us right here. There may be. It's open. There is, and a side quest. Perfect. So let's stop off here. Because I think we have to get another part for the car. But again, since we're driving around so much, it's super handy. Let's go see the General. Plus, he's probably going to have another funny story for us. Hey, General. So let's talk.
You have potential, soldier. I want you to take a look around J10. I'll need high gear parts. They should be around there somewhere. If you can find them and bring them back to me, I'll be able to increase the top speed of your vehicle.
Now that sounds like a plan.
Right.
It's a fail-proof plan, soldier. You must learn to trust your superiors.
Around J10, then.
Your orders are clear. Now roll out.
Quest for the high gear parts. J10. Sounds good to me. I don't want to view the list. I always push the wrong button. Okay. Now, since we're here, I might as well get the card round the back. If I can get to round the back, of course. Golf club. There we go. Nope, you can't go that way. Right, let's go back this with him. Well, that's 10 over there. J10 should be around the back. This is probably the way we need to go regardless, actually. But, free card. More money for me. Huh, York's car. Swish. We definitely need to get our hands on that. J10. Well, here's J. And here's 10. So in theory... Aha! That was nice and easy. The high gear parts. And we'll get the other card next time, I guess. I'm not sure we'll be back here again. Actually, you know what? We're here now. Let's just make an effort and go get the card. So, it should, if I can go this way. Can I go through the cars here? No, I have to go round. Down here. Past the barrel, take a left, I guess. Perfect. Got it. The General. Now, if I read the cards, they tell you about people and whatnot. However, I also heard that they got spoilers in there, and I really want to avoid spoilers like the plague, because I obviously don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to accidentally fall into the trap of like, and this guy is the murderer, and I'm like, oh, jeez. Oops. Oh, sorry, York. Oh, no. That's really awkward. Look how long that takes to go down. But I want to hear my story. You gonna be okay? Nice. There we go. We're okay again. Perfect. General, I have the high gear parts. Let's see. Weapon bag, girl in the woods, high gear parts.
This is it.
Yes.
It'll save your life someday, son.
How? You tell me.
What's the story this time?
Speed determines everything on the battlefield, life or death.
You're not going to tell me another story about stomach pains, are you?
Son, I told you already. Don't mock your superiors. It's a very serious story this time. It starts with a question. Why did we lose the battle? We had firepower and the air support in the beginning. But looking at the results of a war of attrition, we learned a lesson. We lacked speed when speed was needed. It was our superiors' fault. We should have carried out a swifter attack. That would have saved more of our soldiers. Although crybaby Timothy was doomed either way.
You really hated that sergeant, didn't you?
Don't talk to me with that tone, boy. Words cannot describe how much I hated him. I was at war with a crybaby. No one has enough lives to survive that. He poisoned us with our own food, washed all our weapons with soap and water, launched a signal flare thinking it was a firework. set off countless traps laid by the enemy. More than half of the unit had to return home sick because of him.
I don't know how much of this to believe.
Believe as much as you like. I'll keep my side of the promise and get to work on your vehicle.
Well, thanks, General. Not sure washing weapons with soap and water is a good idea, but hey, we got our car upgraded.
Well, if he hates that sergeant so much, why does he keep talking about him? And would a general really even have direct contact with a sergeant? Questions keep mounting.
That they do.
I've increased your exhaust and optimized your higher gears. That means you can drive at a faster top speed. But there's still plenty of stuff I can do to make your car go faster. Just come see me again and I'll customize your car a little more.
Well, thank you, General. That's another bit of our car sorted, which will be handy for driving around. Perfect.